Dude, so when you're first starting reading Percy Jackson, how do you know what books to start with? There's a gajillion books. He's written a million of them. How do you know where they fit in and where to start? You listen and you learn, because I'm about to give you the best explanation of every book that Rick Riordan has ever written, every book in the Percy Jackson universe. If you save this video, you will never have any questions for the rest of your life, so save it right now. Go ahead. If you just want a list of all the books, all of their orders, I'll give you a timestamp at the end, skip to that part, but if you just want to know the relevant ones, if you're like, I don't want to read everything, I just want to read the ones that'll make the show make sense, Percy Jackson, that's the show one, and Heroes of Olympus is the other one that you've probably heard of. Percy Jackson is the show. It's Percy, it's got Annabeth, it's got Grover. If you've heard of these other characters though, Jason, Frank, Leo, Hazel, Piper, this is where they come in Heroes of Olympus. These two go together, they're sequels to each other. These are the books, these are the orders. Screenshot, screenshot, moving on. If you want to read all of them, there's 36 books in the Percy Jackson universe. It sounds like a lot, only 23 of those are actually full books, and 13 of them are short stories and extras. Of these, 21 of them are in complete series. We got Percy Jackson, we got Heroes of Olympus, we got Trials of Apollo, we got the Kane Chronicles, we got Magnus Chase. We'll break all these down in a second. These other two are series in progress, so there will be more. Sun and the Star, Nico D'Angelo, they're going to make more of these. Chalice of the Gods, they're still writing them. Another one's coming out this year. Short stories, here's some of the breakdowns of where they fit in. But again, we'll break this down in a second. This is just a bubble map of all of the books, so you see where we're going with this. Ordering characters, what's the order? I'm so glad you asked. So we have Percy Jackson, and we have these characters. These are the characters of Percy Jackson. This is the first series, some of the people you might have heard of. Heroes of Olympus. This is the second series, as we already said. It comes after that. This is our little timeline thing. Here's some of the characters you might have heard of here. Trials of Apollo, Percy and Annabeth aren't really main characters anymore, but it goes 1, 2, 3. It's kind of this is the order. Kane Chronicles is a spin-off. It fits in the middle of Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus, and here's some of the characters from that. Magnus Chase is also a spin-off. But, how do they relate to each other? That's a lot of different characters. I'm so glad you asked. It comes down to mythology. All right, Percy Jackson is Greek. This is series number 1. We already explained this. Heroes of Olympus, we hit Roman mythology. This is series number 2. Trials of Apollo, we kind of cross over Greek and Roman. There's a lot of the first two series overlap since they go in a sequence. Kane Chronicles is Egyptian, so that's why it's kind of off to the side, and Magnus Chase is Norse mythology, so same thing. Do they have anything in common? All of them? Yes, they do. They have freaking Percy and Annabeth. This is a bad picture. Percy and Annabeth are in all of them to some extent, main characters in some, but that's how they tie it together, and it's iconic. We love them for it. Book order, all of them. If you skip to the end, welcome back. Anyways, Percy Jackson book order, here, go. Screenshot. We got Heroes of Olympus, bam. Screenshot, screenshot. All right, Trials of Apollo, bam. Magnus Chase, bam. Kane Chronicles, bam. These are the abbreviations. Also, fun fact, if you see these abbreviations, that's what they mean. Spin-offs, bam. If you want a breakdown of these, here you go, but this is just what series they tie to. The blue ones are guidebooks that aren't really related to anything. It's just for funsies, fun little extra things. Anyways, thank you for your time. I hope this helped. Merry freaking Christmas.